And we're back. The Forsaken Kingdom. We are back with Durzo, Ukla, and Narsus, who were just in a scrum and are now licking their wounds. Specifically Durzo. He is a one hurt elf sitting in the corner crying, uh, just wondering why the barbarian isn't doing any barbarian stuff. And then we have young Velix, who is attached at Ukla's hip, his furried hip, because, he's dressed like Conan the Destroyer over here. You guys were doing a long rest, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
You were engaged in a long rest, and you heard a voice, a very powerful voice, come over and exclaim,
"You must leave. Get out. You do not belong here."
which immediately sent Velix over the edge.
Master, we need to leave. That voice. That awful voice again. Oh, no. Why the gods have punished Felix? Why have the gods punished Felix so?
The long rest, if I'm not mistaken, is at least 8 hours. Minimum of 8 hours of rest time. So that's a long time to be in this place.
We're chilling out. Campfire, eat, relax, clean the wounds.
We definitely can't do a campfire in this room. There's no ventilation, and the door to your the door you just came from is sealed. It's shut and closed. And the one crowbar, everyone's down a crowbar. Oh no, was it Narcissus is down a crowbar because he jimmied it, but wasn't able to get it back as the door slammed shut. The stone door. Well, the stone slab. Stone slab came down. Where are my reading spectacles? There they is. The typeface on this is real small. There we go. That's better. Where do you go? All right. Now for a long rest. A long rest is a period of extended downtime, at least 8 hours long, during which a character sleeps for at least 6 and performs no more than 2 hours of light activity, such as reading, talking, eating, or standing watch. If the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, or similar adventuring activity, the characters must begin the rest again and gain any benefit from that. At the end of the long rest, a character regains all lost hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half the character's total number of them. Wow, that is a brain teaser, right? That's a brain twister right there. So it's a minimum of 1 die, which would mean that Durzo, you get that 1 hit die back that you utilize outside of the tomb. Let's see, and you can't benefit from more than 1 long rest in a 24-hour period. So keep that in mind, fellers. Okay. Who's taking watch? First watch. Is anyone taking watch, or are you all just sleeping to recuperate?
Nah, I'll take first watch.
Okay. The as much as this is a tomb, there are a lot of noises. Particularly, the one that's concerning you the most at the current time is there are tons of rats. You can hear them squeaking and echoing throughout this place, and some assorted things banging that are echoing throughout. Sounds like stones are hitting the ground and cracking. It's some squeaking, which could be attributed to the hinges of a door. Every once in a while, you think you can hear the sounds of the denizens in this place as they are coming to life. Now, with your long rest, this takes you deep into the night. And what I'm going to do, and I did it for the other campaign, I haven't done it for this one because I'm seriously lazy, is I'm going to do the screen where everyone left off and what we're doing. So it's basically a just a recap screen. But let's see, it was... where is my notebook? Oh, there it is. There it is. Forsaken Kingdom. There we go. Otherwise, the rest period is not interrupted, but you got so you guys can put back your hit points. Durzo, you can consider your hit dice replenished because you have two hit dice. Right? If I'm not mistaken, you have 2 hit dice. Yes, you have 2. So you used 1 earlier, so you're back to your 2. Get your put your hit points back to your maximums. All right. Felix was the first to wake, and he goes over to you, Narcissus, and he says, Master,
I don't think Master Ukla wants us to leave. My last master was just like Ukla. He was powerful and strong, but he fell. And if he's amongst the dead, we are dead. We are going to die. Why would masters wish to continue?
Listen, when your master fell, what did you do?
Felix hid. He hid for days, weeks. Felix doesn't know how much time he spent in that awful room, listening to those awful sounds.
So when your master was in trouble, you didn't help him?
Felix did what Felix could. There were so many. You saw how many.
Was it just you and your master?
No, it was me and my master and my master's compatriots. They were 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 of them, and they're all gone. All but Felix. Felix had to hide. They tore them to shreds. They did. They tore them to shreds.
What was them?
You saw. The men with no eyes, with no souls. Felix dreads to see them again. You fought. You killed. You killed the dead. That is... You must be powerful. You must be more powerful than my master. But Felix fears if we continue, they will overwhelm us. They will all come and kill us and make us one of them. Felix does not wish to be one of them. Felix wishes to see the sun again.
I hand him a flask so he can drink from.
Thank you, master.
Is it a flask of liquor or water?
Liquor.
Okay. So
Water? What's water?
hey, listen, there's flasks of liquor and there's flasks of water. Anyway, so he takes a couple of good pulls out of it.
Oh, so much better. Oh, so long has it been since Felix had drink. Oh, thank you, master. You are kind and generous. I always said so about your kind. Kind and generous. Felix likes you.
Listen, we came here because a threat was to a town nearby. We protected the town from the threat, and we're coming.
Master is very brave. Very brave. But we are too few, and they are many. Please, at least go for more help. An army. Yes, master can raise an army. We could storm them and kill them. Revenge for my master and my new masters. Felix had not thought of this. Master's so smart. What can we do? Oh, we could run. We could leave. Master, curious is the cat that dies. I hope Master is powerful. I hope Master knows what Master is doing. I fear.
With that, he seems to recoil inside himself, and then he just slightly puffs out his chest. He's like,
Felix is a proud member of the Thieves Guild of Agamata. But long has it been since I plied my trade. But Felix wishes to leave. The Thieves Guild is that the Guild of Agamata would punish Felix for his cowardice, but I've seen so much death. They did not tell me this. There was so much death. Oh.
His breathing immediately stops as if he's holding his breath. And his eyes just like, boom. Yeah, that rogue's look. Like,
Where did Master get that beauty? Oh, it is so pretty. So shiny and red like blood. Where did Master acquire it? You must be rich and powerful.
yeah. Mm-hmm. No, the gems you acquired here were blue. This is the gem from the house in the village.
May Felix hold it? So Felix could see it and examine it. Oh, so big. This is as king's. You could get a king's ransom for such a thing. Who could carve this beautiful stone? I've seen smaller. I've stolen smaller, but Nothing so big. No.
So he's looking it over. He even sniffs it. He's like,
Felix. Felix feels cold. We think you're right. This is no ordinary stone.
he's like whipping his hand, like if he's like if it's cold and or it's affecting his hands. He hands it back to you.
No, you don't.
Excuse me. I did the modulation. No. No, you don't. But he's just like, he's just rubbing against his legs and arms as if he's warming himself. Like,
Master must be powerful to touch such a thing. Such a powerful item. Oh, king's ransom you could get for this. If we leave now, I know a market. We could sell it. And you could raise that army. You could call upon the... But Master won't leave, will Master? No. Felix knew it.
okay. Now you two guys slowly awaken from your ancient slumbers, and you feel rested and rejuvenated. So now the question is, what are you going to do? Yes.
Yes, Master. Felix doesn't feel good about this.
So now he's looking between the two of you. He's like, who are you going to Felix? Okay.
Oh, thank you, Master. Oh, this feels good.
All right. You insert the key. You turn it in the traditional clockwise fashion. You can hear the lock. It makes several long clicking sounds as you can. Whatever mechanisms are in that stone door are clicking and clicking, click, 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 do-do-doom, click, do-doom, do-doom, do-doom. And finally, you can see the split in the doors, like. Mm-hmm. Scroll down and to the left. Oh, my fault. I totally forgot about that. Hey, take it easy. Mm-hmm. Hello. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I heard you. So you gonna get a ride with them? All right. Don't be here. So then why are you going? Okay. All right. No. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. Sorry, that was my progeny. Um, all right. Now, where were we? You guys were discussing Durzo's muteness and his inability to stop pooping on himself. So, so position yourselves for where you're going to be, and then, like I said, the door it cracks open, and you can feel the air pull in slightly. Not like a big rush of air, but when this is for Ukla specifically. When you put it in and all the mechanisms finally stop and the door it cracks in and it moves in slightly. You felt a little rush of air as it came through. Uh, yeah. Well, it's cracked, so you would need to push it. So, assuming you're going to do that, or unless you guys are going to do something else. I don't. Who's getting beat up? Definitely not on my side. All right. So you push. You swing them. Okay. Yeah, barely. Okay. So just give me a second because I have to change your settings for the lighting because you have a torch now. And yeah, but your lighting is already set. That's what I'm saying. I hate you. Okay. Damn. That's just. That's just. Okay, so what are we doing here? All right. Yep. Okay. We'll give him. We'll wait for Narcissus. Ugh. Okay. So you're gonna put your torch on the floor, right? That's what you're doing. All right. So what I. Yep. Yep. Okay. Just give me a second. So I will. You'll notice that the light source is. Oh shit. He didn't, and because you guys are still talking about what you're doing. I don't like your tone, sir. So, ping on the map where you're putting the torch. Right in front of you? All right. So the light source is there. And I'm going to get rid of this here. Yeah, I wonder where she would have gotten that from. All right. So, you guys. What the hell? Oh, my bad. All right, so you finally swing open the doors. And it opens up into a larger chamber. Now, at the far end of that wall, you do notice another lit candle, and it's illuminating a small portion of the room. In the center, however, there's a large ornate casket. It's a yep. Okay, because you're out of range, possibly. So give me a second here. So again, your light source is only going to illuminate but so much, and you have to. Oh, are you sure? All right. So when you move your token, you'll see the light move with you, because you have a torch in your hand. Your torch in your hand, X. Now, that's got to be on your end. So maybe refresh your screen. Okay, so there are stone steps. It's about 5 stone steps going down into this room. All right. So okay, remember, don't click and drag with your mouse. Just click your token and use your arrow keys. So you can move 6 spaces in one turn. Just for continuity. No, you click on your token once, and then move it with your arrow keys, like I just did. Just click on the character sheet when you see all your attributes and shit pop up. That's when you're in control of it. You can move it with the arrow keys. All right. Now in this far corner, you can see a section of the wall has it's been smashed. There's some stone. It's like a pile of stones that almost reach to the ceiling. At least in this section that you're looking at, the room itself, it just has that one thing. It has these stone pillars on all 4 sides, and the air in here smells unusually clean. So like the rest of the place smell like corpses, but here, at least until the air from the other room comes in, that's the one thing you notice that it's because it seemed like this place was sealed, but that's a unique thing for this room. But again, the sarcophagus is raised about 5 feet off the ground. It looks like it's painted in gold and like gold etchings. You do see an open sack of of coins at the foot of it. That it looks like an offering, and on the other side there are some there's a sheath dagger, and there are some old scrolls that look like they're like the papers extraordinarily yellow and Narcissus, from your point of view, You can see the scrolls, and you can tell that that paper has been here for a very, very long time. Right. All right. So the dagger's on the other side of the thing. The where you're standing, these are the gems. The weapons here. The scroll is also on that side. Okay. Not gems. I'm sorry. The coins. They look like old. They're covered in a thick layer of dust. There's a couple of cobwebs, old cobwebs on them. But you're able to, if you touch any of them, are you going to examine them physically or visually? Okay. That's why I wanted to make the distinction. So it looks like a healthy pile of gold. So you can see the gold glinting between some of the dust flecks and everything, and your count you estimate there's at least 50 pieces of gold here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can just move closer, and no light coming from it. No. I mean, you guys could just tell me what you're doing. You're the only one talking. Narcissus is obviously looking around the room. Okay. Like I said, it's just a pile of rocks, and you don't necessarily see anything aside from that pile of rocks. No, it just looks like a section of the wall was had caved in, like crumbled down. Okay. I'm going to need for Narcissus, because you're the closest, to make a perception check. And it's at a disadvantage. All right. So you thought you heard something, but the sound of Ukla scraping, like moving the rocks and the debris with the handle of his axe is just echoing throughout the whole place. Through in this room specifically, it's just like, and you can hear it. Once you started, it started making noise. So, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's in like super stereo. What I'm saying is the place is so quiet, and no one else is doing anything. And the only other sound you can hear is every so often you can hear Felix whimpering, like. But beyond that, you're the only one making sounds. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You do see on the top of the inlay, there is a depression, which seems to conform to that gem's size, and its facets. It's covered in a thick layer. Like I said, everything is dust covered, but it's enough of a depression that you can see it once you do a closer examination. And you only bear. How tall is your character? Okay, so you have to step up onto the pedestal in order to be able to see that. But you do inevitably see that. Okay. All right. Who's playing like the greatest hits in the background? Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh, that's awesome of him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, to answer your question, yes, they are the same. For in this, as you check them, they are in fact the same. Yes. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know what are you guys waiting for? Well, I mean, just give it a second because um, uh, yeah, he's doing a call. And you guys switched up the cameras again, which is weird. No. It's Narcissus and Durzo. Do me a favor. Turn off your camera and turn it back on. See if that works. No, it doesn't. It's not working. All right, I'll fix it. Not a big deal. It's got to be an easier way to do this, but I don't know it yet. I saw somebody doing it. All they did was turn their cameras on and off, and then it realigned. But in any event, all right. So while we're waiting on Narcissus, Durzo's looking at the two caskets that are there, and you are in the room doing what? You're at the pile here, and trying to figure out. You're at the pile here, and you're trying to figure out. Yeah. Yep. So Felix is like,
Felix will. Felix will help you, master.
uh-huh. There's really no way for you to know if there was a door. It's in the corner of the room, so unless there's really there's nothing in any architecture that you've encountered ever where a door would be in the corner. Um. All right. So make an investigation check. So you just make a straight roll and do it with uh, just make a regular roll. Okay. So there is a possibility that this was not natural. So once you say let's move the rocks, he immediately jumps in, and then when you say slow, he's like,
Oh, yeah, of course, master. Felix does not want to draw attention.
just click and hold it down. There you go. You might want to change your colors so that I can see it better because your color's in black. Yeah. Just click on the color and then choose something else. All right. Yeah. All right. So you know what? We'll take a quick break while Narcissus gets this thing together, and then we'll come right back once he's all set. All right. Let me do that because I actually have to use the restroom anyway. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Pizza emergency averted. Apparently, Narcissus has a rabid Wolverine for a wife who went down and went nuts. Went crazy. Like, they almost called a SWAT team on her. But they're good. Their 400 slices of pizza are on their way home. And, okay. So we're back to where you guys are right now. Ukla and Felix are gingerly moving the debris from side to to the side, so trying to clear a path. Narcissus was investigating the casket, and Durzo was at the top of the stairs in the other room, and trying to. He was just doing a sentry. He was the sentry, ensuring that both those unopened, sealed caskets are in fact sealed, because Now, anyway, so to get a sound, I'm gonna have to get that You get little chicken sounds. Okay, so of the three of you, Narcissus, I already described what you saw at the top of the casket. Now, once again, just in the air,
You must leave.
it's echoing throughout the corridor in this room, and it has unfortunately has no real origin point.
You will bring a curse upon the living. The land will run red with blood. Leave this place. Leave now.
Master, once again, voice says leave. Felix thinks it's a good voice to leave. Felix thinks he's going to be sick. Oh.
He looks up at you, Ukla, and he's just like,
Felix will move the stones.
"Yep." Mm-hmm. No, nothing fresh. Make a what would it be? No, it's not. It's not. It's not perception. All right, take it easy. No, I'm talking about Yanni, but Yon and Tan Dun. All right, make an investigation check, and the difficulty class will. It's going to be hard. So the DC is a 20. And he made it with a 23. Okay. It was an actual 23 this time. There were you did see some older tracks, not in this room though. In the room you're in now, there were some older tracks, but they ended at the door with the with your friends, the ratons. All right, do I need to mute this guy? What's going on? If you're gonna step away, just mute. Remember to mute yourself. You. Yeah, I don't care if it's $150. Just pay it. You know you're gonna pay it. Just do it. It doesn't matter what you said. We all know you're gonna pay it. He's buying a muñeca. A Batman muñeca. I'm sorry. Okay, so what now? What are you guys doing? There's no JC in D&D. Oh, sorry.
Thank the gods. Master has come to his senses. We are leaving?
Oh my God. Okay. You need to. Yeah. Sure. It's in its scabbard. It's covered with a thick coating of dust. So if it has anything like any markings or anything, it's completely covered. If that's what you're looking for, it's completely covered with dust. Okay. The the dust again it's old and thick and it's not you blow on it but it's caked on. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Mhm. By the way, the tracking was survival. We used the wrong one, but it's fine. Um, okay. Nobody cares, sir. Nobody. Yeah, just give me a sec. Do, 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 dude, I heard you. Relax. Okay. All right. So, the issue with the etchings, you would not have enough parchment to cover the whole thing. Like you would literally have to tear a book up in order to do that. Because if you look at it, it's a 15-foot long sarcophagi that's 10 foot across at the top of the casket. That's what I'm looking for. No, I understand, but you want it to be somewhat close to what you saw. Right. You're going to show them a stick figure like in Scott Pilgrim. You say, hey, have you seen this girl? And they're like, yeah, that's Ramona Flowers. I was like, no. No, I don't think so. That's what I'm looking. I'm looking in the book right now. And I need my reading glasses. I don't know why I have to go with. I was thinking performance. That's why I'm looking. I'm looking in intelligence. That's arcana. La 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 la. History. No, recall events. Investigation. No. Religion. No. Wisdom. No. Still funny. No, he wasn't there for that. That was hilarious. Oh, yes. That's my ringtone. All right, it would be dexterity. Yes. Since this thing is huge and it's not necessarily as not terribly ornate. It's also covered with a thick coating of dust. So what you can see is the inlays are gold. You can see them as they reflect off your torchlight. So what you're going to be able to get is just a basic outline. So we'll make a dexterity check, and the proficiency would be. What did you roll? Okay, because I was going to say 15. And you're proficient in dexterity. Your dex is your proficient. Okay. So you're able to get as close to it as you can. It's not too far from 15, but you look at it and it's pretty spot on. Okay. You brush the dust off the dagger, and it's a black leather sheath. It does have It does have. You're not able to get all of the dust off. In other words, what you're going to need to do is clean this off, like with like water and a cloth. But what you're able to get off of it, you can see that it is it's got some inlays is the word I'm thinking, but the leather has a pattern woven into it that looks like it looks like two dragons that are intertwined and meet at the top, where the bottom of the sheath, at the top of the sheath are the two inlays of the dragon, and then they intertwine going to the bottom of the sheath that you can see. The handle, it looks like a steel handle and has a leather grip and a steel crossguard. All right, rub what more of what off? Yeah. All right. I mean, it just become when you as you're trying to like use your thumb. You use your thumb and your forefinger, and you try to use your nail to scratch some of the extra dust off, and it's just coming off as like a cake because it's a combination of moisture and the dust over a long period of time, and you scratch it off, and you can see more detail than I had described earlier. But in essence, that's what you see. That's what it is. Okay, considering that you'd never move your token, and you need to stop doing that. So you need to start doing that. So I'm talking to you, fool. Yeah, it's not a genie lamp. I mean, you can see he's scraping it away gingerly and carefully, and he's just like, hey, come, you guys come look. So when shit pops off, you get hit first, and I could just stand back and watch. Anyway. You don't have to be browbeat into doing it. It's fine. I totally get that. And I'm sure if anyone's watching this, they're getting that impression from you. Barbarian, a paranoid barbarian, a paranarian. All right, it's you grab it, and you can hear some of the coins that it was near, that clang on the ground, and it echoes through the place. But aside from that, it feels nice in your hand. When you unsheath it, it's the blade is the blade itself is not. It's not warped. It's not aged. It looks like a really finely carved, like a finely crafted blade. Like this is something that the rich have. This is something that costs a lot of money to forge. Yeah.
Oh, Master shouldn't have touched that. Felix is a thief, and even Felix knows not to rob from the dead.
So you're seriously putting the dagger back? And Narcissus did take the scroll. So no, now he's joking around. Found his courage. Okay. Oh, what? For Steve. Hold on a second. So you're unfastening. Unfastening the twine, the ribbon. That's the only way to. I mean, it's parchment. It's old. It looks very brittle, but it's not such that that it's going to like turn to dust in your hands. You're undoing the ribbon to open it up, and familiar sound you guys start hearing. That is coming from the section of the wall that you guys were clearing. You need to put headphones in then. Do you hear it now? Okay. The scroll is written in the language that Kalen's note was in. So you can't read it. You can't read it. You recognize the script, and it's similar. I won't make you roll it, but like to remember it or anything, because of the nature of who you are as your class. But it is similar in the same typeface that the other that Kalen's research was that brought you here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Roll like what's a. He said he's snatching it up, so you're able to put a handful of about 25 gold pieces in your hand. He's like, oh well, shh.
Master, that noise frightens me. Can we... We must leave. We must leave.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You can make the attempt. You don't need to do anything. You just need to do it. There's no roll for that. All right, and since Ukla's still in the room, okay. All right. Now, hold on. Don't keep moving your tokens. Durzo closes the doors. You put the key in an attempt to lock it, turning the key counterclockwise as one would normally do, and you don't hear the mechanisms. The doors are not locking. In fact, the key is now stuck in it, and now you hear the from the caskets to your left and your right. You hear a clinking sound. It immediately draws your attention, and the swords on the caskets pop out of their hands and start floating in the air towards you. We're gonna roll an ish. Yeah. We're gonna roll an ish. There's an ish here. All right. So. Hold on a second, man. Let me put you back here. Sorry about that. All right. So Felix is like, oh no! All right, hold on a second. El hombre. Oh, damn. Right? You didn't really do that. That wasn't something that you could do. All right. So, attack, melee, reach 5 feet. Hit one target. Just give me 1 second, because you did give him a dagger. So I didn't put it in on his sheet, so I got to do that here real quick. So a dagger does 1d4 piercing. That's what I thought. He's just like, nah, I'm out. That was great. He's like, nah. He's like, nah. It's like, nah, fuck that. I'm leaving. All right. Oh, that's funny shit. You'd probably mute it. Funny shit. All right, so here we go. All right, so he's like, for master, clink, and he hits it, but it's still swirling around to come to attack. But fortunately, it's Narcissus. It's his go. Okay. What's a what did you roll? Oh, okay, all right. So 22s are flying out the door here. Okay, so let me make sure. Which one were you attacking? I didn't that one. Okay. So you and Felix were attacking the same guy. And why isn't this coming up? All right, so that's negative. You rolled a 4, right? All right. So, all right. Now, Durzo. Durzo. Oh my God! It's your action. You can make a move. You can move and attack, or you can do a full move, which is double your speed. So double your speed in feet. So it's 60 feet. That's how far you can move, and you can do that. Yeah. Let me do that now. I'm sorry about that. Got a little excited. Yo, he just straight up, Ray. He just straight up booked it. All right, that's funny shit. That's funny. It is, yes, it is this guy here, and he's coming after you, Ukla. All right, you know what? Hold on a second. I got to fix this really quickly. On your attack, yes. It's not. You're being attacked. It is not attacking you. All right, so that one's fine. Here we go. Okay. It's flying, so yes. So what I can do here. Okay. All right. So yes, you are correct. So you managed to avoid the first whoop as it slashes past your face. Like, these things mean business, son. And I just, I was watching Fire and Ice yesterday. It was amazingly bad, but I love that movie. So you just became Dark Wolves, like, yeah, Necron. All right, go ahead, make it roll. All right, we get it. What are you talking about, dude? Just click on your character token and all your abilities should come up. All right. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, that's a bonus action, so that's fine. Okay. So you swing with your hand axe, and it easily just twirls in the air and parries it. Cling. Because you didn't pass this AC, so that was the action. All right. What? Anyway, so now this little guy, he's coming after Velix. All right, so it swings at Felix. He tries to like, yeah, for master. Ah! He gets slashed. Okay, so that would mean it's Felix's turn. So he only took two damage, but he is playing it up. Wait, what did I do here? Yeah, he's like, ow! Master, help me! No. All right. So Felix goes to attack. Whoa, take it easy. Too many screens. I have too many screens. You don't have too many screens. No fucking screens. You maybe porn. All right. Felix. All right, so Felix is like, ah! And the thing is like, ting! And easily parries his. He's like, oh! He's like,
Felix is in trouble.
I did. It's in the GM chat, so you don't have to worry about that. But he missed it, and now because I'm not you, and I don't need to. Narcissus. Okay, make it roll. All right, he's he's like, ah! Bzz, and the blade just easily ducks under it. All right, now Durzo once again. What are you doing? Are you going to be browbeaten into going back? Or are you going to keep going? Durzo, it's your turn. Okay. Where were you? Okay. Remember, you can only move 6. You can only move 6. That's your move and then an action, or unless you have a bonus, or you're gonna make your full 60. Where were you? Just want to make sure that you did it right. No, you ran your full 60. All right, hold on. Hold on for a second. So, I'm not saying that you were here. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be your 60. So move 6. You're moving back up 6. All right. So you can literally move. Where is it here? You can move from where you were, right in here. So if you do that, that's 20. I get it. That's 20. So, and you're gonna shoot which one? This one? That one. Okay. So you're well within your range. Okay. All right. So you notch your arrow and kink. You hit it. You did 8 points, correct? Or 9 points. All right. I'm not trying to jerk you. Calm down. Oh, that's why I can't do it. All right. Okay. This sword again is going after Ukla. It's like this twirling in the air and attempting to strike you. And they hit you for 7 points of slashing damage. So you're like, ah! Yeah. So that's 3.5, 4 points. You always round up. So anyway, 4 points, yes. All right. So now it's your turn to do some damage, and you didn't take the damage off, so please do that. I don't like you. No, it still says 30. Dude, are you doing all right? I'm just making sure because you like to cheat. You're a big cheater. But anyway, it's your turn. All right. All right, take it easy. There's no need for all that. There's no need for the hate. All right. Now this sword is again going after poor little Felix. Whoa. There's no need for all that. All right. So this time it slashes, and Felix is able to duck underneath it. Like,
You will not touch Felix while Master is fighting and protecting Felix.
all right. Next is Felix. He's like,
You will not touch Felix.
all right. And he does 3. As he's like,
You will not touch Felix again while Master is protecting Felix.
swings, hits it, and smashes the blade in 2, and it hits the ground. Clank, clank, clank.
Felix is powerful!
Right? Oh, you are the worst, sir. You did 3 points. All right. All right. So the sword does its final dance and scan and hits the top of that sarcophagus and clanks onto the other side. Now it is Narcissus' turn. Okay. Okay. So again, you fire the bolt, but the blade seems to anticipate it and swirls right underneath, right around. It just swirls right around it. It completely deftly avoids that blow, which leaves Durzo in all his bravery. Okay. I will not have my butt cheek slashed. Just click on your token. You don't have to do the other thing. And yeah. All right. Your arrow sails wide and does not hit its mark this time. If he would have rolled a 1, I would have made him roll again. Let's see. No, because it's a 1. All right. So it slashes at you. Ukla, but does no damage. You're able to parry it with your hand axe, which means that you are next. All right. Again, it's completely. It is surviving by parrying all of your attacks. All right. So this guy's gone. So I'm going to move that. So it goes back to Felix.
Worry not, master. I shall protect you.
And he moves up with his newfound courage. And he hits it for 1 point of damage. So it's like clink.
See, Master Felix is powerful just like Master and Felix.
All right, that brings back Narcissus into the fold. Okay. All right, that one does hit the flying blade. All right. Durzo's up. All right. That scores a hit. With that, you guys are all focused on this blade that's twirling and moving and parrying and dodging. And all of a sudden, this one bolt of holy arrow fire just crosses the room and shatters the blade, and it hits the ground. So with your final breath, you take your victory back. All right. So now what? All right. Because again, as once the whole what do you call it? Where is it? Hold on for a second. Once the song, once your battle victory is complete, and you make sure to assess that nothing happening, and no other flying metal objects are trying to kill you. You can hear it coming from behind those doors, and assuming that you're not going to stay to figure out what to deal with that, and all right. So you guys don't have to move your tokens. We'll just assume that you go back outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back to the title page. This way we can make sure that it's dynamically lit. That's hilarious. I forgot to take off the dynamic lighting on this. There we go. There we go. You're able to get yourselves back to the entrance and out relatively unharmed. You're passing all the no, you didn't pass you left them in that room. So you get to the stairs, you get back out, and back to the fresh air. It is night, so those of you with the night vision, you're able to, with the dark vision, you can make out, you can see, but it's all gray, and the moon is only it's a new moon, so there's virtually no light with the exception of your torch, Ukla, because Durzo dropped his to the ground. Yeah. All right. So Felix is like,
Oh, fresh air. Felix is so happy, Master. Let us leave this place.
with that, he looks at you. He's like,
Huh? Yes, Felix is a proud warrior like Master.
okay. Last things that is going to happen before we end this particular session. What are you guys doing? He's like, yeah, let's beat feet, please. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give you XP. I gotta tally it up, and then I'll give you XP when we're done. All right. So you're gonna head back to town. You guys came in on horses, yes? Yes, you did. All right. So Felix is like,
Felix rides with Master?
all right. You head out and you start heading back towards the town, which will end this particular session. I hope everybody had fun watching it. Poor Durzo. Look at him sleeping. Look at him. He's napping. He's napping right now. He's like, you know what? I'm leaving. He's like, I thought we were all leaving. You know what's funny? He's like, I can see him run, and everyone's like, yo, where you going? He's like, what? He just looks back. He's like, I thought we were leaving. He's like, like I thought we were leaving. He's like, what about the swords? We should leave. Well, what about the swords? It's like, fine. Tired of getting my ass chewed. All right. It's like comprando piraguas. Anyway, and for Durzo, Ukla, Narcissus, and myself, we hope you had a pleasant experience watching and experiencing and going through the Forsaken Kingdom. Thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.